Hi again, it's Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. Today's the 2nd. Made that video last night, went to bed and stewed on it for a little while. And I got to tell you that I come away from it with an objective point of view, and it really irritates me. It makes me fuming mad. And I think that we all need to get serious about this and realize that if Baker's Green Acres goes down, if they can take us down, there will be dancing in the streets down there at the Attorney General's office. Now they will say no, but obviously they're doing their damnedest to make that happen. Let me be perfectly honest. If they get me, you're next. And you may not have the time and the wherewithal to do what I've done. Now, we're up against the ropes right now, and they have effectively cut off 3 streams of income into this home, and we're not going to make it. Now, 2 things are going to happen. One of 2 things is going to happen. One is a moving van's going down the road with my stuff in it, and I'm done. And quite honestly, that's crossed my mind a couple of times. Seems like a relief, because this is a chess game and they have lots of moves left, lots of moves. Our moves are limited by what we can generate in terms of dollars and hire experts to work to fend people off. Also limited to the court of public appeal, of public opinion, and that's you all. Now, we've made great gains. We prevailed in a court of law. It was deemed unconstitutional. And our Attorney General, who should be running defense for us to make sure that things are done constitutionally and fairly, he is actually my nemesis. He is the one that wants to destroy my farm. And you need to understand that. You need to understand that. When you call that office, it irritates them terribly to hear my name spoken over that phone. It irritates them. They don't like it. Little secret here is Mr. Schuette, the little fellow there from Midland, he wants to be the next governor of the state very, very badly. Very, very wealthy person, comes out of the, Dow chemical fortune, heavily involved with industrial agriculture. I don't think I need to connect the dots. I think everybody knows. But what he needs to be shown is that his job as Attorney General is to look out for the best interests of everyone, and he's not doing that. It seems as though they've kind of pulled the stops by calling in a favor like this to get Farm Bureau to shut us off. It's kind of a ditch effort. And anyway, here's what we need to do. The antithesis to seeing us go is to see us stay in a big way. Now, a lot of people have adopted this farm as their own. They've made donations here. They've come and helped. They've advocated on our part. We need to redouble our efforts. We do. We're going into spring. Startup time is difficult. It takes a lot of hands. And what we want to do is we want to present to our enemies a shining bastion on the hill of freedom that they cannot breach, because you're not going to let them. If you want to invest in freedom, invest your dollars, your time, your talent. If you want to invest in freedom, this is the place to do it. If you've been investing in political parties, I'm here to tell you that they've not lifted a finger to help me. It's all lip service. They wring their hands and say, oh, it's a terrible thing, but nothing ever really happens. And one thing to know about our elected politicians, they've not lost a single day's pay in this whole struggle. Not a single day. My family has. My children have worked here without pay for 3 years just to keep this going. We were not able to pay them. And these are kids that are going on to college, and they need to be paid. So the damages here have been vast. And I got to tell you, I went to a meeting last night to plan this work day, and I went there with my hat in my hands, and I said, boys, I'm done. This move is bad, the insurance move is bad, but they've got several other moves that they can pull, and they could be very bad. And we don't have a lot of options. We are undermanned and outgunned. But what we do have is you, the court of public opinion. And now is the time to pull the stops, to get on the phone, get on your email, and engage that Attorney General's office. Forget the governor. It's too far gone. The Attorney General's office. Get him. And make sure that they understand that we're not putting up with this. Make sure they understand. Ask them questions. You know, is this constitutional? Is a $700,000 fine to this farm, was that constitutional? Or did you violate the own Constitution, the Constitution that you swore to uphold? Have you done that, Mr. Schuette? Yes, you have. But ask them. Let them answer the question. Let them dance around it. I don't think we got a lot of chances to put this back online. And this meeting I went to last night, I was about done, but I saw the anguish in people's faces when I said, I don't think I want to do this anymore. And they got fired up, and it fired me up. And you know, we have to do this because I don't think people are in a position to ask themselves these questions until the gun is turned on them. But let me ask you this right now. If you were me and you're fighting for your existence, what would you do for freedom? What would you do to secure your own freedom? But right now we're not talking your freedom, but really we are, because once they get me, they're coming for you. So what will you do for your freedom? We've had some security issues here. I'm going to address that later, and we're probably going to put patrols in to maintain the security here and the safety of the people that live here. We'll get into that later. But of the resources that you have, what of it will you dedicate to your own freedom? That's the question. Now, a farm runs off of gasoline, diesel fuel. You know, things have to be paid for. Feed has to be paid for. So really, dollars is one of the things that we need the most. We really do. And I know I've been here before, and I hate to be here, but that's really why we work. We work for dollars. In 2 days, 1,000 people will see this video. You know, if everybody could cough up a little bit, that will be your donation to this outfit. That will be a donation to your own freedom. But it's got to happen or we lose this. This is Mark from Baker's Green Acres. I'll be back at you. Thanks.